Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel presents. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Planetbase here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. Okay, so I do realize that on the previous episode we did not build that many things. I mean, I was able to put together the robotics facility. I'm still waiting for the massive solar panel to be finished being constructed, but we should be getting that because, especially during the daytime, I have noticed that if the windmills or the turbines are not spinning, we are losing power. And look at that. It's going down way too fast. And this is one of the 20,000 kilowatt batteries. So I'm really hoping that by adding this beauty, once it's connected and this bender unit will finish its work, this will pump out a lot of power. I mean, currently without the use of wind, we are at 477 kilowatts production. So we are still not producing enough power and we can still lose some, but if these will start to spin, which I'm hoping it will happen soon, we should be okay. And by having the four robot station or repair stations here, I'm really hoping that any robots which are moving through here will be able to get fixed, because in the previous episode I was losing robots at a really scary pace. So I was like losing a robot after robot after robot, and because I'm still somehow unable to produce sufficient amount of the semiconductors, this is making me suffer greatly because, well, I then cannot produce the sufficient amount of robots to replace the ones that we have lost. Now, when it comes to our food production as it is, as you can see, the biome here in this massive... Oh my god, I was just so afraid that we got hit by in the control center. Yeah, anyhow, there's just lack of workforce, I feel like it, and it's really making us suffer. So, this is what I want to see happen. I want to see a major increase in the engineering crew, and also we are gonna have to increase our crew of the biologists. I mean, we have almost 40 of them, but if I want to run successfully all of these crops, it's gonna take out a lot of workforce. I'm gonna try to move slowlier across the map because I have noticed while I was editing the previous episodes, basically the video was super blurry, mostly due to the fact that I'm running this on 1050 graphics card and with 8 gigs of RAM, and basically being a laptop, it might cause a lots of blur, and I would kill for like a small mini map that I can click on and move to on the map at much faster pace. We are gonna turn off the priority here, and despite having the priority, I still see that lots of these crops are not being properly maintained. So the solar is not being properly utilized now, but the wind is actually our major contributor in energy production, so we should be okay, and we should be able to fill in those empty batteries. At least I'm hoping that's what's happening. Looks like it, but soon the sandstorm will pass. Still have some daylight left, so we should be okay. Okay, let's take a look at who has landed here. Okay, we did get an engineer. We did manage to assist the people from the ship, so we are gonna get some reward for that. But yeah, We have 106 colonists, 30 robots. Out of the 30 robots, we have 6 carrier bots, 6 construction bots, and 18 trailer bots. Wow. So that's a quite the heavy... This is not good. We definitely need to increase the number of the carrier robots, and for that I will actually once again allow the traders to start showing up. And this is unfortunate. Most of this part of the base is still not being occupied. I feel like there is like a heart of the base which is laying currently in here. And this is where a majority of our colonists are just staying constantly. We have lost another construction robot, so that is not great. But yeah, we need to somehow start spreading the production and everything out of this one place, because then if I even have like that biome here at the edge where I wanted to actually have that first starport, but because I'm unable to move through here, I have basically reworked this entire part, and most of these are just totally being unutilized properly. Okay, there's a big ship with some colonists, and I have no idea who has just arrived to the colony. I think we just got like 5 people, right? I'm gonna probably have to check this in the editing or so, but yeah, I'm quite sure we did not have 22 engineers. So we are gonna change this to go 50-50, and we will see what will happen. Battery is being drained once again. So probably like one more solar panel throughout the day just to ensure that we are producing enough juice for this base would be a great addition. Question if I should like squeeze it over here. I mean, it's quite a big boy, so if I do that, I'm sure that maybe through here I should be able to expand. And there is an airlock, so they should be able to get to it and fix it. God damn it, I almost thought we were gonna lose all this water. I do wonder what would happen to the water if it would, like, the dome holding it be completely destroyed by the fall of the meteorite. If it would like fall onto the floor, do you think the water would get like mixed in with the ground of the planet? Or would it work somehow differently? Okay, 2 construction robots, but 60% of the commission is horrible. We have the spare parts, so I'm gonna grab those and I'm gonna just give him a bunch of starch in return. And that will help us greatly, but what I have noticed is that the food, okay, we have a stupid amount of meals, so I should not be complaining. So hopefully having these 3 cantinas so close to one another, plus the bar, we can even connect these 2. But I don't see the point in that. I'm gonna probably shut down the priority on this biodome, because I feel like they are working on that and nothing is being managed over here. Who do we get? Who do we get? That's another biologist. I can live with that. So we did build the dome here, so we should have the beds. I mean, I don't even honestly know if we can manage to accommodate all these people and their sleeping requirements. And I mean, sleep is super important for people. Okay, we're gonna shut down the priority on this biodome as well, because I don't know how the labs are then handling the food production. Visitors need... Okay, sure. Let's help them. We have the supplies. I really love the digital camo on these ships. I really wish like we can have like our own dockyard or spaceport or something which would allow us to eventually create vehicles which would be bringing in more specific supplies or taking our stock of surplus ingredients and go off God knows where selling it off. So when it comes to the overall expansion of the base, I was thinking this place would do it, but the question is, what should be the building that I should try to go for? We definitely need more engineers for the telescopes. That's a given. So I'm thinking maybe if we would prioritize the old security center, here we have a bunch of telescopes and so on. And where did you guys come in from? It doesn't matter, you were all killed. Okay, the doctors are taking care of the visitors, so... I mean, look at this, this looks so cool. This reminds me like when one of the first Call of Duties came out and you were able to like put on some camo on your weapons. I think it was like Modern Warfare 2 or something where the multiplayer allowed you to change up the weapons way back when you did not have to pay for everything with microtransaction. I'm talking to Activision. Of course, we were hit by the meteorite, and of course, absolutely nothing has been destroyed. I don't get that. So if the meteorite hits this dome, it kills all the colonists. If the dome hits, or if the dome is hit by a meteorite, however, and there is nobody inside, you just need to repair as if the outer structure. Wouldn't it make more sense if you would need to like build yet again everything inside? I mean, is it just me? Okay, what do we build here? Okay, the construction robot and the carrier robot. I like that. We're getting some drinks here. People are going into the beds there, so that is all great. No idea who did we just get into the colony. I should really check this. Okay, so we have 23 and 40. I think I should work on workers now. Because I think the real reason why we don't have a surplus of like the metal and bioplastic is due to the fact that like there is some form of maintenance being ran on these structures, and it requires you to supply it with the metal and bioplastic, or at least that is my personal opinion. I'm gonna probably try to sell off some of the storage just so that we get rid of some of it, free up some of that pesky inventory space in our warehouses, since he has such a high commission. We're not gonna get that much in return, but it's okay. We're gonna try to ditch 51 pieces of storage. Okay, so what would be a great place to expand further? So as I said, I should definitely pop down this. You know what? No. I really don't want to have the risk of, like, let's say this place or this power collector being struck, and then 2 massive solar panels which would be generating 220 kilowatts per second, or whatever is the unit of time here, would be out of commission. So this is definitely gonna be more helpful. And also the question is if it's actually, yeah, it's the construction robots that are carrying the supplies here. And why is a doctor carrying the metal pieces to here? I mean, if it's the worker class, I can get behind that, but if you're gonna show me a doctor who should be making inside of a goddamn lab some medical supplies, which most of them aren't even doing, and he's just carrying stuff around, then I have some questions for some of the choices for the game. Okay, hold on, because I did not see... Okay, that was a worker. It was a bluish, somewhat color, so I wasn't sure if it's not one of the intruders. They have this purple-blue-like color on them, so... I know I should not be, like, discriminating based on the color, but hey, if only those start shooting up my base, then I'm gonna be an ass about that. Okay, what are you making? Basic meals. Seriously, still? You have meat, you have veggies, you should be giving me some proper meals here. You're still gonna give me a basic meal. Incoming transmission. Ah, sure, let's heal some radiation. Whoa, that's a lot of sick people. I do wonder what's like the possibility that you would lose the quest if not all of them would be treated in time. Which makes me think I should probably like try and get more medics. You have 60% commission, my dear friend. Okay, hold on, because we are going way too fast, and I want to check 5, 6. Okay, so carrier robot. Can we get a carrier robot? You have a lot of space here. 55 slots of inventory are free. Oh man, the starch will definitely not cut it this time, I'm thinking. Or maybe? It actually did manage to cut it, so let's trade off another bunch of starch for 2 robots. Please and thank you. Okay, so you two need some care. Someone is using this, I'm super happy about that. And of course it's an engineer. Sure, it's not like he needs to be in one of the telescopes or anything like that. Okay, you are just standing here. Why won't you go lay down into one of these beds? Where are those doctors? I would hate to see these guys die. This is like one of the major problems which you will run into once you start playing any of the other planet types, because sure, the sandstorm is really annoying to deal with, but if you get the solar flares and your party gets irradiated, look at this. This guy is almost dead, and they choose the other people to help. And now there's suddenly like 5 doctors. Yeah, okay, you see? One dude is dead from radiation. Why did you run away with the medical supplies? She needs help! What the hell are these doctors doing? What did I just see happen? Are my doctors somehow secretly trying to sabotage the visitor's ship so that we can get it, possibly? That is some freaky stuff. Okay, oh man. So how would we want to expand the base in here? know what I'm thinking that would bring here more people? One of these. Plus an airlock. Plus a mine. And that way I can still expand through the processing plant. And this airlock should be far too away from these two airlocks, so that if there are any intruders, they will not try to like enter through here and start making their way through the base through here, so that by the time the security from here gets to them, it's too damn late and we will lose some important people. And at this point, I mean, I still think everyone is highly important to the purpose of making sure that the colony will remain a successful project, so that we won't end up like in Aliens 2 or something. Man, that's a great movie. We're missing some bioplastic. We're missing a lot of stuff here. Okay, so ever since we did put the engineers to have higher priority in that old security center, I think all of these turrets and all of our telescopes are being properly managed, so that is great news. I don't really think I need more mines here, to be honest. I'm just still somehow trying to force more people to come in through here, especially due to the fact that I mean, I see the problem that probably getting the bioplastic processed here far away from the closest biodome, which is all the way over here, will be kind of tricky. Also, we have heavily depleted our starch supply. We now have like 118 of them, but I'll still take it. Okay, what do you have, my dear friend? Spare parts would be great, and you have a super low commission and a stupid amount of free space in your inventory. So, but we get rid of some of the food. I know it's not the most smartest idea, but the reason why I'm trying to do this is to like get rid of these supplies which are sitting here being unattended, because usually when I check here on the quality, like I see that it's going down fast. So I would really appreciate if we can get rid of everything that is super close by here. And we're gonna get a sandstorm soon, so I'm not really sure if I should like pop the... Okay, the sandstorm will be here, so let's call the alarm. At least everyone will manage to get inside. The ship should not depart because of the sandstorm. We're gonna speed up the time. We're gonna wait for the sandstorm to arrive. I do wonder, does it always like arrive from one point, or... Man, there's just so many hills. Okay, so it looks like it came from there. Ooh, look at the size of that mountain there. That's impressive. So the sandstorm is moving in, the time has slowed down. We are gonna start to produce a surplus of energy. I really need to grab those spare parts, it would definitely help us out greatly. How is this biodome over here handling this whole situation? I am asking because if we are able to increase the production here of the starchy crops, then the large processing plant should have sufficient stock or access to sufficient amount of starch in order to produce us the bioplastic, which we still need. Okay, so I see a lot of people moving in here and loading in the drinks machine. Interesting, interesting. Actually, more surprised if they would not be coming here. So they are using the TVs. Super glad I usually put down like at least one plasma everywhere. It's like one of those movies which I saw. God damn it, I cannot. I think it's called like the Epic movie, or they're like trying to do what Scary Movie did, and basically they made this skit that one guy had a house and he had TVs everywhere, like even in the toilet while he was peeing. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be probably that morbid, but it would be interesting. Okay, we have another ship immediately. After the previous one, let's go down to 100 storage, 55% commissions. That's gonna not give us as many coins as I would hope for, but it's still better than nothing. We are getting a transmission. You can allow them to land. And this is a small vessel because the large starport is being occupied by this, but despite that, we are getting like 5 visitors here, so that is actually kind of impressive. Okay, please don't tell me that you actually take the mushrooms and turn those into the alcohol. That would be kind of freaky even for me. And I'm from a nation where we turn almost every goddamn piece of vegetable or fruit into an alcohol. I mean, it's scary at times. Okay, what would be another good addition here? I'm not really sure if there is at certain point of you building your base to create a small biodome. Reason behind that is that I think if you like keep most of the workers in one place, you get the most efficiency. Also, I don't see any difference in having like 100 people move through this corridor versus like when I look at the edge of the base. Because if I look over here, or anywhere else, even with the high or low concentration of people moving around, if I have the water purification or extraction and we are in surplus and there is the oxygen generator, the colonists will simply not suffocate. So, but unfortunately they will starve if you don't put in a plenty of food. So you four need to do something regarding these stations, because the tissue synthesizers are not producing at a steady pace. And here's the thing, I see that these crops are properly managed. There are not that many plants left behind, but these are absolutely mismanaged. So what are these people doing? Okay, and those are gonna try to shoot up the damn colony. Where are all my guards? Where are all my guards? I don't like this. And once again, like, not the proper people were stopping the intruders. What's up with that? Okay, I think we have everything here, so I don't need your business, sorry. So I think the guards are like sleeping off their shift or whatnot. Actually, I don't see a single guard over there, so I don't know where are they at. Unfortunately, I don't think I am able to squeeze in more of these, and the fun thing is, I have 3 of the workbenches for medical supplies. I don't have a single medicinal plant in this biodome. Fun stuff. fun stuff. You know what? I think it would be much smarter for me to have the processing plant placed over here. Or I can keep it here, but what I'm gonna do... Okay, these are actually loaded with starch. I was thinking that since here is a mine and the robots are actually using it, I would just replace these two bioplastic processing units with the metal processors, and therefore we can build a larger processing plant over here and fill it with mostly the bioplastic processors, because that way I have more reasons to put down, like, I don't know, more wheat or potatoes. And we all like them potatoes, am I right? Who doesn't like a good French fry? Now, I haven't tried the waffle fries. I heard they are insanely good. And also that you can make a waffle fry out of the sweet potato. Now, I just recently came across actually sweet potato fries in one of the stores where I live. So I grabbed a bag and it was amazing! And I really would hate to like turn the sweet potatoes when I cook them into actual fries, because even despite the fact that I have like good knives for it would just take too much damn time. So I was like, okay, screw it, I'm gonna treat myself, and I bought a bag of sweet potato fries. Man, that sounds kind of depressing. Yeah, never mind. I am happy, so we should be all happy that my life is crappy. Yeah. Anyhow, we are gonna get this processing plant done. I have no idea why the construction robot has left. Okay, so there's the bioplastic missing. Now the question is, who will come to finish the job? And I thought I saw someone moving in through here, but I think it was just another robot going for the mines. I really don't understand why I cannot destroy this landing pad. It would just make my life so much easier. Yes, now you are all sitting there, pretending to work, but when we have armed intruders that I managed to notice, not so much, huh? Huh? Yeah, try to explain that at your next job interview. Okay, we should switch the colonist. No, we actually have it good. So, question is if I should go for more medics and more guards at this point. It would make sense, but I would like to hit at least like 30 workers so that I can ensure that these bioplastic processing plants or the metal processing units are actually doing their damn job. So let's load in 4 of these. And you know what, I don't like it here. I'm gonna put it here so that, like, it arrives and immediately they can like shovel it into these bioplastic processors. And since we are sitting on a stupid amount of storage here, I'm really hoping that the workers will show up for their shift. Do let me know what is the dumbest shift you ever worked. Mine was from 10 PM till 7 AM. I was doing tech support. I hated that job. Especially because they forced me to have a lunch break at like 3 AM. Now, I'm not sure about the rest of you and if you ever had like this sort of graveyard shift, but god damn it, eating at 3 AM is a little hardcore even for me. Okay, so are we getting these done? But why are they not getting filled with the starch? Okay, so you have plans, you have TVs, why are you unhappy? Can't you eat something and then like go and watch something? Why does he walk away when he is unhappy? And I'm hearing a big ship. we are getting those workers in, so that is awesome. Whoa! Okay, calm down there. That was cool, however. It's no Death Star, that's for sure. Okay, so let's take a look. We have 27, which means you gotta be kidding me. That big ship brought in 2 workers? That's just stupid. Okay, so we have 27 workers. Once we get to 30, I will be happy enough to switch to getting more doctors, because we still have quite the surplus of the medicinal plants. Or maybe I should focus on even more of the biologists, because this is all totally being mismanaged. And nobody's working here, and none of these are fully stacked with starch. Can someone let me know if like one piece of starch will affect how many percentages of the production can be fulfilled? Like, for example, this one has 2 points or 2 pieces of starch, right? This one has 3, so will he be able to like get more job done? Here he did 65%, and with 3 starches will he be able to get further? And with 1 starch will he reach even less? Okay, no, so it's like he just works a certain amount of time. Okay, that's kind of disappointing. I think that's a worker. Yeah, that's a worker. And okay, 50%. That looks mighty tempting. And if we would get rid of some of these medical plans, I would still have to pay off the rest with the coins. But I mean, I have over 3,000 of them, so why the heck not? Okay, so that's 31 and some of the coins. We are gonna get 2 robots in return. Looking forward to them joining this lovely, lovely colony. By the way, I have been trying to like come up with some nice name for this utopia, but I wasn't able to come up with anything creative, so do let me know in the comment section. Just please don't make it offensive or something. I will know. Trust me, I will know. I might get entertained by it, but I will know. So yeah, the colony is growing, the lasers are glowing? I'm not really sure how to describe this. Let's just say they are fulfilling their proper function. And yeah, so far so good. We did not have any major incident as of yet here. So I'm really hoping that we will be able to keep the colony alive, and I will be able to push more content for the playthrough for the channel. I really don't want to play any more longer because I'm somehow afraid that I'm gonna do something stupid and screw this whole thing up. And trust me, after having more like 12 episodes already on the channel and being further than I've ever actually been that I've played this game before on my free time, I'm gonna cut off the episode here. So, if you like what I do here, consider subscribing to the channel. I publish content on a weekly basis, so you will have always something fun to watch. I am limited with my hardware currently, but I'm actually like desperately trying to decide on what system should I put together so that I can provide you with better visuals, more fun content. I am working on some fun stuff, but with my limitations in hardware, it's really not that great. So, in order to make sure it's properly done, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna hold down on certain content for later on. But yeah, definitely subscribe to the channel, or at least give a like to the episode if you did enjoy it, because it will help me push the content onto more viewers, and that way I can create possibly bigger community with you, the viewers, here on my channel, so that we can have discussion about games and so on and so on. I cannot cover everything. I would love to, but I still at least pay attention to what is being released and so on and so on. So yeah, let me know what you think about the overall quality and so on, and I will try to work on it and hopefully impress you and see you at the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.